Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marte. I come from Norway and I love makeup, especially indie makeup and sparkly things. And today I'm going to try a brand new brand to me. And it is the Polish brand Mexmo Cosmetics. And they just released a palette that is called Pastel Drip. And so I had to pick it up, of course. I also ended up picking up some of their singles because they do sell singles as well, and these are the ones I picked up. I'm kind of getting like Christmassy vibes from these ones, but I just wanted a burgundy red, and this one in the corner called Valentine's, I think, is definitely like the perfect burgundy shade. I don't think I will be doing swatches of the singles today, but I did swatch the whole palette and I did this look wearing the palette. I will not be swatching the singles today, but I'm sure that if you want to see swatches of the singles as well, I can definitely do a video on that and do a look with it as well, because I do have quite a few shades here. But for today I'm going to be playing with this one. This is how the palette looks on the inside. I just thought it was so beautiful, which is why I decided to pick it up, and I was just really excited to try this brand because they do have a lot of beautiful palettes, so I just really have been wanting to try them for a long time, and finally it's time. But let's just go straight into the swatches, and after that I will be showing you the look that I did right here. So I'm just going to swatch the shimmers alone, and here you can see all the shimmers in my regular settings. So this is like with my studio lighting, and they're very like sparkly, as you can see. They have so much, like, I wouldn't say like heavy texture, but you can see all of the small sparkly particles in them. And here you can see them with my flash, and I turned down the lighting a little bit on my camera, like the settings. So you can really see all those small sparkles. So these are really beautiful and totally up my alley. And yeah, they're so beautiful. Like, you can see a little bit of, they don't necessarily have any shifts, but they have like multi-dimensional sparkles to them. And I would say that the yellow there has maybe a little bit of a lime sheen that you can see on the side there. And also that greenish turquoisey color has a more golden shift to it. And I hope that the camera is picking up all of the small particles of sparkly goodness here, because in real life this looks so stunning, and I'm really happy with how these shimmers are looking. And that lightest one is like a frosty light blue, I guess you could say, an icy blue, but it has a lot of like pink to it as well, and all of them just have just gorgeous sparkles, and I'm so in love with this. And they did look really beautiful in the look that I did as well. This is before I did the look that I wore in this video, but at least here you get to see all of these gorgeous shimmers. So yeah, I guess I can just swatch the mattes now. So here are all of the mattes swatched out on my arm. I feel like they just got bigger and bigger. But this is how they're looking like. You can see that there is some real depth with this one purple shade. And then you have like the blue and the green here that are a little bit deeper. And I would say that this one is also a little bit deeper, the orange. It's so vibrant. As for the lighter mattes, I did have to build them up quite a bit to even make them like show up on the arm, but I think that these are perfect for blending out the deeper shades here. And I definitely feel like this would also be a great companion palette if you want to make more I guess a deeper looks. You can just drag in a few deeper, for example blues, a deeper green, a deeper pink or red, for example, or browns even, and then you would have like a beautiful look. But these shadows together, you can make a really deep look with the purples, but with the others I don't feel like you can go too deep, which is kind of like, it makes sense because it's a pastel palette. And I do feel like you can do a lot of different looks that are either light or like medium shades, or like medium toned, because you have all these different colors and you have a light one and you have a dark one. So I really love that about this palette, and the shimmers match perfectly to these shades. So yeah, those were the swatches, and let's just go straight into the tutorial of the look that I'm going to create using these shades. Finally, I'm ready to do this look. So I'm not completely sure what to do today, but I do want to make right now I do think I want to make a halo eye using this one in the inner and outer corners to deepen up, and then I want to use some of these more greenish yellow tones so that I can have this one in the middle of the lid. Maybe I'll also use this purple right here, but I'm just going to start off with this deepest shade first, and I'm using my Glam Shop 027 brush, which is a very small detailed brush. So I did add my Smashbox Primer. If you do want pastels to look a little bit more vibrant, you can definitely just go ahead and use some kind of white base. And wow, this is so pigmented. Wow. Okay, so I don't want to go further in than this. I think, maybe I don't want to do a halo eye. I'm not really sure. Maybe I should. Well, let's do it. Just to blend out that deeper purple, I'm taking this lighter purple and I'm using my brush 026, which is kind of like a, what do you even call these? They're like half flat, half fluffy. I really like those for crease work. So I'm just going to be using that right over here, over the edge, to make that blend look better, because I haven't really blended anything yet. And these seem to, wow, like these seem to be so pretty together. I hope I'm able to soften up that line there. As you can see, it's like exactly where I placed the shadow. Okay, so I really don't like how the inner part is looking there, because you can definitely see exactly where I put down that purple. But I feel like it's blending really nicely here on the outer parts, so maybe I just should have blended the deepest shade a little bit first before like going in with this lighter shade. I'm just going to go in with the next shade, which I think I'll just go ahead and use Limoncello, which is like the lightest one, and then I might dip into this one for like the lid if I feel like it. And I'm using my Glam Shop 025 brush. And this brush is more of like a small blending brush, and I feel like that's perfect for what I'm trying to do here. I'm just going to add a little bit of this color so that I can have like a nice blend of that shimmer that I'm going to use on top here. So we have a little bit of that yellowy greenish shade, and these don't these kind of colors don't typically blend really nicely together, so I'm trying not to blend too much, because then you might end up with like a dirty looking blend, I guess you could say. So I'm just trying to like tap it on, something like this. And now I'm just taking the shade that is underneath that one, this one called Fresh Grass, and I'm just going to add that kind of like to the outer parts of the lid right here. I'm going to be placing down the shimmers here anyway, but I just want to have a tiny bit of that shade as a base. I feel like they look quite similar, to be honest, those two greens when I put them on the lid. I guess this one is a little bit lighter and more yellow. And just before I go in with the shimmer, I want to make sure that I have like the blends that I want. So I'm just going back in with the same brush without adding anything. on it, and this is the brush that I use with the deepest shade, so I'm just trying to like soften it up even more. Just adding a tiny bit more in the outer corner to make sure I have the depth that I want right there. As you can see, I did add my Glam glue on my lid now, so I'm just going to add that light shimmer called Limelight. It's like a yellowy green shade. It's just so beautiful. It's kind of gonna be the highlight of this look. And then I think I'll just use a little bit of that purple for the outer edge and the inner edge, I guess, because I do have a halo eye going on. And I'm just taking a little bit of that purple on this very, very stiff pencil brush right here. And then I'm just going to blend them a little bit together. I don't have a lot of that purple, just a tiny bit to create a little bit of dimension. And also I'm trying to like loosen it up just a tiny bit here on the edge because I don't like to have too sharp of an edge, and I feel like I do have that now. So I'm just going to work on that. Now I'm just going to add the lightest purple all over my lower lash line, and I think I'm just going to go in with that purple shimmer as well, just to get a sparkly, beautiful look. And yeah, then I'm just going to add something for the inner corner. I could just use the shade Frost. I'll just have to see what I feel like, and then I'll just show you the close-up when I'm done putting makeup on my face. So I got a little friend here. This is my puppy Luke, that if you've been here before, you know who he is. But that was the finished look that I created, and I was a little bit like hesitant in the beginning because I felt like the blending wasn't like the perfect for like, especially on this side right here, but I feel like the shadows are definitely really good. I have used the peach as well for another look, but I didn't film it. But I can leave a picture up here, so if you're interested in seeing that, you can always follow me on Instagram, because I do post some looks there that I don't film. But all in all, I'm really happy with how this palette has performed this far, and I'm excited to try using all the other shades as well, because there are quite a few different shades in the palette. And yeah, I'm just very excited to be trying this brand, and the shimmers are just spectacular, and I like the mattes this far, but I can't really say much more right now because I need to try it more before like saying anything more. But I think that's it for now. I need to go and give this little guy some attention because he's a little cuddly boy right now. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video. What do you think about this palette? Are you intrigued by this brand as well, and will you maybe be eyeing them in the future? Please let me know down in the comment section, and remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!